featureless. All right, featureless people. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? All right, featureless people. Why? Why would you call anyone that? Imagine if we all were. All right, featureless people. I've been working on my novel. I didn't stream yesterday. I think I didn't. Maybe I did. It's been a bit of a haze. Got to about Friday arvo. I streamed Friday, didn't I? I said I might go out and have some G&Ts. I didn't. I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there thinking, well, there's absolutely half 12 at night. I shouldn't really be shouting that. Not around this neighbourhood. Not being the only barang in the village. I do like an early Vart though. It's like the oof. It's like the I need. It's like the ish I want. It's like the I do. I tell you what I did learn though. You know, while we're not talking about it at all, it took some new chords in. I wonder if anyone can name this tune. I won't sing it, so you'll be saved. I've just been lifting weights. I finished about 15 minutes ago. That's why I'm fucking ripped. But what do you reckon? If you can name this tune, I've got the Scrubs book of the Golden Book of Knowledge, and there's 22 points at stake. 22. That's my man Anglo, isn't it? Look at that. Boom! Hello, young man. Good to see thee. I'll get some hellos out of the way. Name the song, ready? I'll try and do it. Funny feeling I done it the other night. I already told you. So it's less of a music quiz, more of that falling off when I went over there. That is the medal I wear. That's the medal of my concussion. That. Get back in there. Who wants you to come out? Let's see who's whipped up those 22 points in no time at all. Otto, you're so weird and negative. It's no wonder you're in, you know, the amount of negativity. Do you know if you're negative, guess what? You're negative. This is obvious. It's peculiar. That is why I'm so bulky. But Shepherd, I have asked the Scrubs to let me know if I go too far down Pinhead Street. Looking down on Pinhead Street, all they can see. And the truth is, I finished about 15 minutes ago, so I am a little bit pumped at the moment. It will go down. Unfortunately, it goes down. You look in the mirror and think, fucking hell, this is absolutely rocking. I'm rocking in the free world. And then by the end of this stream, I'll just be normal again. But, you know, there you go. John Palmer, JP, I like how the BBC today did a thing saying the football don't have players who look like the black or Muslim kids, and that needs to be sorted. Wow. What football have they been watching? Something, the 1966 German World Cup team, the 1945 German World Cup team. Yeah, they've got something wrong there. They've got something wrong. How peculiar. How peculiar. Let's get some hellos in. Nice to see you all. Sorry about no streaming yesterday, but excuse me, absolutely flying through this novel. I'll tell you a little bit. I'll ruin it in a minute. There's something I want to tell you. Hello, Mouse Cat. How are you, mate? Good to see thee. Good to see thee. JP. Honey Monsters on the Firm. A Saxon. Did you see the clip? Did you see the Posey Parker clip? You were here when I played it, right? Because that was good. It just made me want to feel good. JP's cooking burgers. James is so excited. All right, Marsh. Been a while, son. Incredible stuff. Ralphie, are we? We're actually on it. What, ladies? Showbiz Sam. Fooled me. I thought it was a Japanese punk band. Let's Go. Ooh, work. Oh my God. The Let's Go's. I tell you, I really do like. Oh, who? Sorry, mate. Nice to see you here, though. Who is it? The Go Band. There's another band called. It's like a mixture of American high school girls singing, like traditional oral singing songs. Sort of like 70s cop dramas. Very weird. I think they're called the Go Band. If anyone in the chat can. It's a very weird, and all the songs are the same. The Go Band. Let's see. Is that them? I don't think that is them. Is there anyone in the chat? And can any scrubs fill me in? It's just one bloke basically, and he mixes what I just said: 70s cop TV shows with like American high school female sort of what do you call them? Yay! Cheerleaders. A very strange selection of things. A very strange selection. Hello, what's her name? Hello, Shepherd. Oh God, he's going to be new. You're new here. Hello, Jimmy. No, unfortunately not. Someone must know. Someone must know. Hello, Vincent. Good to see you. It wasn't. I do like the Fleet Foxes, though, and they do use very similar progressions. They do use very similar progressions. Yeah, it did hit a nerve. It did hit a nerve because negativity, it pisses me off. The amount of people in my life who answer their own questions and they just say to me, oh, you know, I've had enough of doing this. I've had enough of this. That's shit. What you're doing, shit. That's shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, what's the problem? They go, oh, I'm just not enjoying myself. I'm like, really? Well, you know, you might want to, you know, have a look around. Right. Oh, no way, Marsh. Have you absolutely... No, fair play, Otto Bush. Have you really got a migraine? That's terrible. Look after yourself, man. Forget the stream. Just look after yourself. Keys to the Kingdom's on the firm. I'll try not to scream like I usually do. Hello, Wissy. Wissy. Hello, Willie Fisterbottom. Are you new in this place? Willie Fisterbottom. Are you 7? You're not even 9. Bianca fights the zombies. Been a while. Nice to see you. To see your niece. Right. Hello, Matthew. Good to see you. Asdak's on the firm. Matt's here. John D. Who else we got here? Hello, St. George's. Sue, how are you, darling? 1-1. Ah, it's 1-1, has it? It's gone up to 1-1. Hello, it's a dark. Nice to see you. No, not the Go-Go's. Not Belinda Carlisle. You're just saying that. Does anyone... Hello, Dillich. No, it's not the Go-Jacks, but I can see what you've done there, and it's very, very good. Hello, Picard. Ralph is equal to score. The Go Band or something. The Go Crew or something. They done one really, really, really kicking tune. Hello, Charlie. Nice to see you, Charlie. Oh, we've got a little video to watch about Drag Queen Story Time. I haven't even seen it. We'll have a look at it together. Hello, Emma. Still out on the lake? You and 42 romancing on the lakes? LC 350. Good to see you. I can't believe no one knows that damn band. I can even hear the song in my head, but Seeking Truths is on the firm. What a pleasure. So's Toffee. VC. Wonderful. There's some OGs in here tonight. Wonderful to see you. It might be, no, hello, Mr. MF. It might be the Go's or just, I thought it was the Go Band, but I've tried that. I've searched that. The Go Band. Honestly, it's a very strange, and every song is that mixture, but they're really good. I'm sure someone will know. I bet if Lindsay's watching, Lindsay knows. Oh God, keep it going, son. Do whatever you want, Otto. It's chill, man. Chill. Be fine. No, you finished it, have you? I bet it was. It looked wonderful. I mean, I can get a boat from here, from Phnom Penh to Saigon. It's didn't not quite the class, not quite the class and style of yours, but a little bit more apocalypse. Wow, I like to call it. But I might do it. It's hello, Rob. It's not demented. I'll go. Ralphie, do you think History Debunked will ever wake up? He did a video on BBC complaining about too many whites in the team, and I told him to talk to collect or towel. Told him to talk to collect or towel. And I told him to talk to collect or towel. I haven't got a Danny LaRue, what you're talking about there, Ralphie. I tried. Hello, Jessica. Oh, I've got to keep it down. It's not go west. Go west. Do da do da do da. Go west. Colette or Tower. Still wrong though. Still wrong. That's amazing. We got there in the end. He won't know. Same as Posey Parker. I mean, you don't even have to go to Colette or Towler. I mean, you can do. They'll give you some interesting angles for sure with some data and that. I mean, he's got the data. What they won't do, and I think this is where like Posey Parker reaches her limit. They don't want to start asking why. They ask it, but they don't want the answers because it's too big then. Because then they feel like conspiracy theorists. Why are the left doing this? Why are the left doing that? Why is this happening? Why is this going on? Well, they don't want the answers because then they have to start sneaking about and talking in code like the rest of us. You know, it's and it's a shame. I mean, but on having said that, I think it's fair to say that History Debunked, his channel's blown up. He's got a big audience. I do think he's preaching to the converted to an extent because most of the comments are people going, yep. Now, that's all right, though. I reckon people are stumbling on him and thinking, well, that's interesting. Everyone has a role to play and everyone jumps on. You know, I remember my red pill journey and I was desperate for information. I was thinking, I remember being on the internet and someone would ring me up, go, you've got to check out. And it would be someone really weird, you know, back in the days. What were they called? Me and Boris ripped the piss out of them all the time. I can't even remember what they're called now. Someone will know. The something community. It was damn unpleasant. Exactly. Hello, Glenn. Looking forward to Crystal Palace. I'm looking forward to this season. I really am. Hello, Dennis. Had an interesting chat earlier, didn't we? Hello, the boy Cray. He's had a couple of jars. Look at him. Oi, Ralphie, did you sit there and go, right, let's just type it? It's a weird thing that all humans do. Hashtag not all. The tendency, and I think most people in the chat, one in the chat, if you agree with this, you send a message. It could be a text message, WhatsApp, Telegram. You write it, you fire it away, and then you check it for spelling mistakes. You don't write it, check it for spelling mistakes, and then fire it. You check once you fired it. And then you have to edit it. And you're thinking, shit, I've got to edit that before they read it. And we've all got certain friends who are going to take the piss out of the typo before responding to your comment. And you've got to try and delete it for everyone in that group or whatever really quickly. It's bizarre, isn't it? Why do we do it? And we all do it. And everyone's Tala. Emma G said it was brilliant. 42 put some pics up on his stream last night. Oh, lovely. I will certainly have to check that out. Can't believe no one doesn't know that band. Right, I'll tell you, I'm trying to remember how the song goes. The thing is, I know in my head how I think it goes, and you're just going to crack up. You're going to be like, that ain't a song. It's kind of got sort of like female rapping in it as well, every song, but it's more like Debbie Harry Rapture sort of stuff, and sort of cheerleaders, and like I said, like Dirty Harry and the Sweeney music, American band. I'm sure there's something. It might be a song called the Go Song. No takers. This is blowing my mind. They've done quite well. Like I say that, it's probably just one bloke and a computer. You know how it works these days. You gotta do. It's like marching bands. There's a bit of marching bands in there as well. I'm not. Hello, Hans. Good to see you. Germany the better team, but England with a beauty of a goal. Is it over? Is it still 1-1? Yeah, good to see you, Steve. No way, Toffee's had 6 new little puppies. How sweet. They smell a piss, so lovely though. Hard to sell them, innit? Hello, Hoax. There you go. People agreeing with the old one. Steve said A. Good call. Emma's on the phone with me. Ralph is blaming the computer. Mr. MF is with me. Steve Cray. Hoax. Hello, Pizzle. How are you, son? What's the name? Hello, Mark. Oh, check out how badly conned I got. So I got ads, right? I got so excited. I'll share the embarrassment with you. Give me seconds to show you. Oh, actually, before we get there, we've got to have a look at what Daughter of Albion put on the. So it was the first ever ladies. It was the first ever ladies. Chrissy. It was the first ever ladies Tour de France. Let's have a look at a little clip and see how they got on. I mean, you know, it had to happen, didn't it? I'm not going to bother with. The audio's nothing anyway, but it's only it's 17 seconds, right? Check it. Oh no! Come on. No. Oh, come on. It's time of the month. You know, come on. I'm only poking a bit of furniture. What else? That wasn't what I was trying to show you. I wanted to show you how badly I got done. Oh, we've got to have a look at this as well. What? A what? Who said what? I don't kill. Sips of poison. There you go. You're gonna get a naughty, angry song with the Varts today. There you go. Mousecat goes back after. We all do. It's ridiculous, isn't it? What a way to live. John D. Shepherd. Right. Hello, Jer. Now, people, this lad has sent me 2 atomizers. 2 of those. I was looking for it and it's in my hand as usual. 2 of those, which I can't get out here of any decent quality. And he already sent me one that I couldn't get working. So he sent me 2 more. And one of them is a gauze one, which I've never used. And the other one, I can start making the coils again because I'm spending fortunes on bloody coils. And he done that for me. How lovely. Lovely. Nice one, Jer. I hope you're well. Jer's going into hospital next week as well. So we will certainly be streaming to keep him grooving while he's in hospital. Hello, Charlie Sparkles. Doc Shelley's on the firm. Look, they're all in. Incredible. Hang on. Operation at 6:45 a.m. Monday last night. Oh, Monday is your last night using your right arm. Oh, Lord. Good gosh. Look at that. Charlie's watching the football. Look, Matt. Seen it. They didn't appear to be going very fast, did they? Right, I've got a little clip I want to show you, right? Now, this isn't a clip stream, and I won't be going for long because I'm fucking shattered. And look, there's a bit in my novel, right? If you're new here and you don't know, I'm a writer. And there is some new people in here, which is wonderful to see. I've got a Substack, link in the description. It's totally free. There's 20 short stories in there, but I've got a novel coming out in November. But there's a bit in the novel where the protagonist, which is me, because I write autobiographically, leaves the brothel. Well, it's actually a hotel at that point. Guest house. Shanty. Gets up from under his bench, shuffles down the road. He's quite sick. Shuffles down the road and meets a woman who's reading a book. And he's about to say to her, "What book are you reading?" And in the text, he says, "And I was about to say," and she says to him, "What book are you reading?" Because she's reading the book that you're reading as a reader. So she's reading the book about me. Do you understand? Now, I'm sure it's been done before. I mean, postmodernism has wrecked everything for the last, 50 years. And it's very self-aware and ironic for a character in the novel to be reading the novel of that she's in. But it's how it's dealt with, because they also deal with that as well. They also deal with the fact that it's obviously very postmodern and ironic to read. But I've got to get that bit finished tonight, because it's structurally very complicated, and I'm not a structurally complicated writer. In fact, I'm a post-structural writer. So it's weird for me to actually have to pace and plot something. But for it to work, it's got to work well. Look, I'll give you an example. So the geezer walks up to her, and because he's the narrator, he says, "And as I looked at her, I was about to say," and then in quotes, it says, "You're reading my book," she said, out of quotes. So that's actually her words. So I was about to say, open quotes, "You're reading my book." They're not the actual words I'm going to use, by the way. I've just filled that in. Close quotes, "she said." So it goes from his voice to her voice in one phrase that's in quotation marks. And so I want to get that wrapped up tonight. It's a lovely bit, but it's quite hard to Tour de femmes. Bloody women. They should have given them stabilizers. Steady. Look at all those. Come on, keep them coming. What was that bridge there was a bridge built by a company that was all women, from the CEO down to the people mixing up the cement. It was all women, and it fell down in 2 days. Barney's on the firm. He's on the firm. Hello, Niggling Bill. Lovely to see thee. Hello, Sticky Mouse. You're from Camden Town. Anyone here who's new, because I've read a few new names tonight, let us know you're new, and I'll get everyone to welcome you. But Sticky Mouse has let us know, so say hello to Sticky Mouse. It'll be an SM, it'll be a Mouse, it'll be a Camden. I used to live just down the road from you. I lived in Soho for about, 16 years? Two different times, though. Yeah, nice. Nice one, Sticky Mouse. Good to see you. Loads of new people. Ludwig's on the firm. Right, here's this thing I want to show you. So this is weird, right? This YouTuber. Now, hang on. Let's pedal back a bit. Let's circle back. Hang on. I got a donation. It was Billy. It was Bill Blogs who donated. Bill, I'll deal with that in a minute. Oh, hang on. I can do it now. What did you make of the thumbnail? Oh, bollocks. Chrissy, I've got your photo and I didn't use it. Chrissy said, I was thinking, just keep doing it. Just do it. I dare you to do it for an hour, but it started hurting. Maybe next time. Is it entertainment? Well, that's not for me to decide, is it? I'm an entertainer. I'm an entertainer. You're not even 9. I didn't want to put that. I wanted to put that. What the hell's going on here? Mum! Right. Is anyone here? Is anyone here? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! I mean, the Doors were a great band, but Come On Baby Light My Fire is a terrible song. It's a terrible song. Jim Morrison with all his looks and his hair and his leather trousers and all that. Yeah, you know, film school, Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind. And all that, lovely, and all that. I love you, bum, 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 the best, but I need in the summer. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And don't forget, blood stains the root tree. What is it? There's blood in the streets, it's up to me ankles. Blood on the new, blood under the, and the river and the rave and the left of the city. And the rivers are coming, the rivers are weeping. She came to town and then she throwed away. Sunlight in her hair. Amazing. And let's not forget the Soft Parade. The Soft Parade is fucking amazing. Amazing. I told you there'd be a touch of aggression, but you guess it could be untrue. I can't even remember the words to it. I used to, obviously. China, if you only knew. And it's like some northern pub singer. China, if you only knew. And I love become a funeral pyre. Yeah. Come on, baby, light my fire. It's fucking awful. It's weird how the hits do tend to be awful. I kind of detest Riders on the Storm as well. Another hit. Riders on the Storm. It's the rain. The fucking rain. Into this house they're born. I mean, compare Riders on the Storm to the end. The end is just like, whoa. Riders on the Storm. Bling, 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 bling. You can imagine Ray Manzarek going, hey, guys, you can tell a New York spliff, you can pick your teeth with a New York joint. I'm going to play right up this end of the keyboard, you know? The melody is going to be like rain. Bling, 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 bling. Piss off. So there's that. Let's see what Niggling Bill's got to say, and if it's got anything to do with the infinity of things I've already said. My guess is no. Nothing, nada, nil. I'm always up for being wrong, though, because that's when I learn. That's what they told me at the Madhouse. Bill says this. With reference to your temporary self-induced turgidity, your streams tend to make me flaccid too. I'd be worried if they didn't. Hang on, Bill. Hang on. With reference to your temporary self-induced turgidity, your streams tend to make me flaccid too. I'll be worried if they didn't. So you're saying because I'm putting on a bit of muscle, boom, you're getting soft-ons. Yeah, I think that's all right. I mean, you wouldn't want to be getting boners. I mean, the ladies who watch these streams are moist as hell, obviously. But no, you wouldn't want to be hard watching this. This isn't. Jess has called you out so badly, Bill. You got Welsh Elvis out of here. Terrible. Andrew's here, and he's also told me that Marzipan's in here. Hello, Andrew. Can't remember sleeping more than 5 hours in a stretch. Yeah, I struggle with it. I think damage done to the mind and body in my younger years. I'll keep blaming that. Take the dairy off things I'm doing to myself now, like. Nice to see you, Andrew. Hope you're all right, Marzipan. Thank you, Bill, for the donation, though, mate. And good to know you got a soft on. Thanks for sharing that with us. Welsh Elvis. Jess went... Right, I think I'm up to date on the donations. No, so far behind. It would appear I've missed one. Oh, hello, it's a duck. Did I say hello to you before? Hello. No, got you. Hello, Alan. Good to see thee. No, Morrison could pull off the leather strides, though. I don't mean he could pull them off. I don't know. Leave them on, please, James. But you know what I mean. If any man can pull off leather trousers, it's Jim Morrison. He owned them, didn't he? You want me to stand like this? Yeah. Can I fuck you afterwards? He was my role model when I was 16. And it worked as well. Because, there was no girls in Dartford were going to get anywhere near Jim Morrison because he was dead. But they could get near a local lad who thought he was Jim Morrison, who was selling acid. that was the nearest they were going to get to LA and Jim Morrison. So, they bought it. John DW, sorry not been on much. Tough year, but end goal is in sight. First thing, you don't have to apologise, mate. Nice to see you here. And, life can be a struggle, but that is absolutely the spirit. What is that in your avatar? Is that your tough year, or is that a bloke playing golf on your knee? I don't quite know what's going on. Well, fair play for seeing the goal in sight, because that's what it's about. Hold tight, here comes the future. Nice one, John. Appreciato. Hello, Robin. Yeah, Peace Frog's absolutely excellent, isn't it? I think. Hello, Ben. By the way, I think that whole album, Morrison Hotel, is it's up there with. It's up there with. I already named it. Soft Parade. I think Morrison Hotel's great album. Yeah, I'm with you, Ludwig. Hello, Ian. Good chat the other night, mate. No, I agree with you. It's a duck. Leather trousers would never look good on a bloke, except Jim Morrison. Except Jim Morrison. Hello, Lizzie. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Alan. I've been fucking like nobody's business. I mean, I don't know if you're referring to me, Otto, but I have been pumping and thumping and lumping and chomping. He broke it. Ian said amphetamine vart followed by chunk. John, thanks for that donation. I think I missed one from Anglo. Let me find that. Did I say hello to you, Charlie? I did, didn't I? I hope I did. Where's Anglo's? I don't want to say his number 2. I love you, Anglo. Left und linken Seiten für Weimar Republic. Hello, Hightower. Hello, Manimoo. Sacred Instrumentals. 3 dropped in for a chart. There he is. You missed my last super chat. I love it here. I love it. I love the order. I love the order we've got here. It's full masculine order. There's me looking for Anglo super chat. That's cheers, Magic. Anything else you want to advertise that's happening at the moment? Cheers. Anglo, thanks for that one. Otto, it's easy. Just go and talk to some women. Women like sex. You just have to ask them for it. You know, that's how it's been going on for millennia. Anglo, let me... That's hilarious. I thought, right, I found it. You missed my last one. Right, let me get back here. Hang on. I have got a couple of clips to show thee. I promised myself an hour, but this is too much fun, and we got good. Nice to have 110. Here we go. I bloody didn't all. No, never. I was on Michael Bisbing's live stream last night. I sent him some shekels and had a bit shekels. I said shekile. And had a bit of a conversation with him. I was well chuffed. Well, you've had Bisbing, Posey Parker, Dangerfield regular. That's probably the best one. Was it you that told me to watch that documentary about him? It was either you or Marzipan or someone else, but you're the top two contenders. Because I thought right, I'll be honest with you all. I'll be honest with all of you. I thought Bisbing was a bit of a twat, right? He's a UFC fighter, if you don't know. He's an MMA fighter, sorry, but in the UFC. And he's not anymore. He's retired. He's got a fucking hot missus. Oh, my days. Wood tap. No one here even... Goebbels! Put those marker pens down. Even the women would tap Bisbing's missus. She's absolutely beautiful, inside and out, as if that counts, as if that matters. But I just thought he was a bit of a twat. And I watched the documentary about his life, and he's like a hero to me now. Honestly, I now watch his live streams, and he's not the most articulate person, but he is actually ridiculously wise and has got a good grasp on how to live life. And I tell you, he's got a good grasp on how to live life. I would recommend anyone, Anglo, if you probably know the name of that documentary, or if the boy Cray does, if anyone can tell me what to put in the chat, even if you're not into MMA or any of that stuff, that Bisbing documentary, if you want to know how to deal with roadblocks in your life, you know, you're trying to improve, you're trying to better your lot, you're trying to move forward, and there's things stopping you, and you always feel like you're treading water. Watch that Bisbing documentary, and it just puts so much into perspective for me. You know, I like Eckhart Tolle, and I've read books and books of Eckhart Tolle, and he is very eloquent. He's very articulate. He's got a propensity for verbosity that you know. It's like, whoa, all right, steady on, Mr. Tolle. Bisbing is the other end of it, but they cross over because it's all about seizing the now. It's all about life is happening right now. The past's a myth. The future doesn't exist. Let's get on with what's happening here. And I was absolutely made up. It was I was driven to tears. Not loads, because I'm a bloke. I go like this, but I did do that. So you know, Marzipan has said, "Doodles." Hello, Josh. Good to see you there, mate. Sorry I missed thee. It has been some quite hardcore varting. I am a little bit hyper today, Livy. I'll tell you why, because as Otto, I think he was talking about me, but I have been getting some action and some traction too, and some when it involves more than one woman at the same time, it's always special. Linda, if you're watching in the background, don't judge me, darling. I'm only a man. I'm just a man, and that is all I am. And I've been doing a load of work on my novel. I'm very happy with my novel. And also, all you free traders, you know, hello, Livy, by the way, darling. You know, I always say, don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's always about 5 year. No, you can look at it now. I bet loads of you have as well. In the House of Scrubs, we've now got about 60 people who I know have put money into free trade because they've used my invite. And that fucking stock market has just gone How weird! Just before the midterms for the stock market to rocket. But if you back those indexes that I told you about, you can see how it works now, can't you? Sit tight. Give it 5-10 years. If you can give it 10 years, you'll have. If you can give it 10 years and you can get about 400 a month in, I reckon you'll have $1.5 million. I'm serious. Listen to this. I was talking to a 17-year-old boy, 18. Get there in the end. I was talking to an 18-year-old boy who's come into a bit of money and he wanted a bit of advice on investing. And I said, Ausfahrt. And I said to him, listen, I said, max out your stocks and shares ISA every year at 20 grand. That's what it, sometimes it changes, but it's about 20 grand. Max that out every year on these indexes. I said, get about a monkey a month in there. I said, in 17 years, you'll have about 2.5 mil tax-free. You can retire. He's 18. 17 years, so he'll be 35. I said, you'll have about 2.5 mil. He went, that ain't enough to retire, though, is it? Fucking kids. 2.5 mil. No. You know, you're going to struggle with that. Fucking plenty. Jesus. I think what he didn't realise is he doesn't have to tap into that because that carries on growing. So that 2.5 mil stays there. He gets to spend about 80-90 grand a year without tucking into that 2.5 mil. Then he can invest in some real estate if he wants, blah, 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 blah. Get a mortgage. Don't spend money on it. Get the banks to pay for it. There's no worry about, if people want to lend you money, take it. Just don't gamble with it. And other good financial advice. Thanks for recognising, though, Bill. It means the world to me. Right, I haven't even got to this bloody clip yet, have I? How am I getting on? I'm not nowhere near up to date with the Wartingtaschners. Right, hang on. Here's some dosh to get your wire to get those coils ready. I'll tell you what, I've got wire here, but I won't wrap any up until I've got the atty so I know the size of them. What I want to know is, I know you said you can clean those meshes. Can you buy new meshes? That's the thing I don't... How long do those meshes last? Because I thought that you'd get like a bag of 30 or something, but I'm getting a feeling that you only get 2 in there. Nice one on the donation. Nice one on the atties as well, Jer, really. I can get Snides out here, but who wants Jekylls when it's your lungs? Bisping is the new fight, is the new post-fight in-ring interviewer. Nice. Bisping is a champ. No, without a doubt. Hello, John. Good to see you. Yeah, there you go. Take it from Marzipan. Hello, nobody. Good to see you. What? So I was recommended to you, was I? Because I've seen about 10 new people here tonight. So maybe YouTube will help me out after all. If you are new here, well, maybe you'll enjoy it. If you don't like it, no worries, just go. It's quite a laugh, though. I stream like every day. Hello, Matt Zucker. I like Eckhart Tolle as well. Yeah, he's good stuff. It's good stuff. There's a lot of good learning in there. I put him up there with Jesus and Buddha. I'm not even joking. Not. So does he, though. I said, if anyone knows the name of that documentary about Bisping, let me know, Marzipan. It's called Bisping. Honestly, people, watch it. It's fucking great. The shit he went through. Pulled out the bag. Hello, Willow. Good to see thee. I like the story of Lee Murray, who beat up Vito Ortiz outside a nightclub. What, in that doc? I can't remember that bit of it, to be honest with you. I think Living in London is absolutely smashing it. I mean, all the rest of that podcast wars, like Rackpool's getting like 30 viewers, but living in London, smashing it for some reason. I don't quite know why, but you know, each to their own. Nothing from Little Bullet. No, nothing. Little bit sad. I ping a message off to Moslab occasionally, but I understand that he's properly busy and got a lot on his plate. With Moslab, it's more like, hello, mate, you know, we're thinking about you. But no, Bullet, I'll ping another one off after. Good memory. Billy says, is it a sign of things to come if the Democrats will get demolished in the midterms, almost without a doubt. I mean, you know, it's hard to say, but you'd hope they would. Yeah, as soon as they're out of power, as soon as they've lost the House and the Senate, which they will, they'll be in power in name only. The economy will get back on track. America will become energy independent again. The southern border will be closed, and America will get back on track. If it doesn't, that's probably the point of no return. Never say never, but you. You know, America's really got to get busy, or it's going to get dizzy. I have got a little bit of Bitcoin left. Yep, I have got. They shot up. They shot up with the stock market. Of course they did. All these things are connected. Musk sold his because he needed to. Me too, Hans. It's the only German I know. Bist du ein Mädchen? Hello, the Stu and Was show. Good gosh, that's been a while. Nice to see thee. Hang on a minute. Have I just had my... Hello, Sean. Good to see you. How, yeah, it's weird. Do the can-can. Do the naked can-can. Do the naked can-can. Hello, Phil now. Good to see thee. It is a late one. Well, it's gone 1 a.m. here. I want to get 2 hours in on my novel, and I want to go to bed at 4 a.m. So I reckon we've got about another 40 minutes of this nonsense. Mousecat says, why do Americans say real estate and have realtors instead of estate agents? Why real? That's a good question. I don't know the answer. No, you're not, Vincent. Everyone knows you're not new. You get 4 meshes. They should last about 6 months if you're careful on cleaning. And yes, you can buy more if necessary. There you go. As long as I've got 6 months to sort that out, that's fine. Nice one. Hello, Eldritch. Good to see you. Well, yeah, Eldritch, I just said maybe before you got here that I didn't like him as a fighter. I just didn't know a lot about him, really. And then I watched the documentary and just changed my mind about him a million. You know, I just thought he was incredible. Look at that. Look at that. Did you get my email? Look at that. How amazing is that? You're crosshatch. Charlie's saying you're crosshatch. That's confusing. I thought we'd lost your son. And that happens, you know, no worries. The audience is a transient. Look how chuffed everyone is. Look at that. Look at that. Look. That's amazing. Just don't know. Joshua says that Biden officially announced recession and the border wall between us and Mexico will be finished. Quite funny. Really? What? They're trying to get Bannon in prison before the midterms. That ain't going to happen. That is not happening. Bannon is more powerful than ever. He's like Obi-Wan, and it's all so transparent with communists. It just is so transparent. You know, the market's suddenly risen, you know, like what Josh... I can't confirm that, but Josh has got no reason to lie. It's just absurd, isn't it? Anglo Lady Godiva, Bisbing's wife's called Rebecca. She was on last night with him. You're right. She's lovely. Yeah, she's lovely, isn't she? She really is lovely. And I just like his whole approach to being a family man and all that, you know. So he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Good to see you, little bullet. Good to see you. Did you get my email? I don't know, Jess. He popped in. What are you talking about? I stream every day. This is what worries me. Why aren't people why don't you know what, people? Before I went mental on the Diazepam, I was getting like 300-400 viewers on every stream. Now, admittedly, I disappeared for a month or whatever, however long it was. But I thought most people just went, no, I'm not having all that. I've had enough of him, which would be all right. But then I hear things like this from the Steve and Woz show, and he just says, look, he doesn't know anything about it. I've been writing this novel for 6 years. I'm just going to call you Steve. I've been writing this novel for 6 years. There's the first teaser of it went on my Substack. My Substack is linked in the description. The teaser is called Skagless and Bible Black, but there's also 20 short stories on my Substack. So link in the description, totally free. Get over there, have a read, lovely, and tell me about what you're writing. Bullet knows, he knows. And England takes the cup. Hello, old oak. Hello, Ice Wallacom. Let's be honest, the podcast wars blew up because Sean Atwood dressed up as a homeless addict as a child and got her to call him daddy while noshing him off, all while claiming to protect kids. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. He's too high profile. I mean, it was a bit dodge. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is I've heard so many different stories about it, and I haven't investigated it enough to know what actually happened. What I do know is he's still streaming regularly. He's still got a massive channel, loads of supporters. So whatever he did, a lot of people don't seem to care. And YouTube usually does care. I've got to sort out this freaking flashing red and black, whatever it is. I don't know what's going on. Oh, so Hans has called it sort of a bit gutted, has he? He sort of just went, England have won. He's trying to do the old magical thinking. Thinks God's going to come in and pop one in for the Jerrys. Jerrys? Strike a Vilo. Right. What is... Hello, Finder? Or is that Finder? It's always going to be Finder. Nishkan Finder. See, look. Little Bullet's not having it. Unless he's playing games with thee. No, I don't know what's happening anymore. Right, let me thank these for the... mine, the Japanese prison story. Sean Atwood is sound. I've done 2 podcasts with him. Yeah, I've got no reason to think... I don't think someone with his kind of scale would get away with doing anything naughty because... you're too big, I just don't think you can get away with it. Right, let me just check. I've got all these in. Mouse Cat, you little lovely. Let's just bosh that over here. Right, Anglos, Bullets, Jers, Anglos, Johns. Right, we're good. What did you make of the sexy lady on today's stream, people? Maybe that's what's lured. Or it's weird that YouTube have decided to actually help me out today, isn't it? Thanks, YouTube, for the first time in 5 years. Hello, ST3. Good to see thee. Right, after this, I'll just share this, and then I'm going to show you this video, and it's really weird. And it links into something we talk about a lot on this channel. Mousecat says... Chris, nothing to do with this stream. Always good. But have you ever seen the 1981 film Dinner with Andre? Watched it today after finding it on a Telegram motorbike channel. Made me really think about life and shit. Didn't like Andre. He annoyed me, although I envied him at the same time. Good film. No, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Let's see who directed it. or wrote it. That might help me out a bit with it. No, never heard of it. I will watch that. I'll take your advice and have a look at that. Nice one on the air and said a mouse cat, but no, I haven't seen that film. I've heard of it. It's one of those that you hear about. You know what I mean, though, don't you? It's one of those that you hear about. Dinner with Andre. Mouse cat, pop that in an email, can you? Just write dinner with Andre. Okay, thank you. Right, let's. I still haven't. Let's just have a quick look at that thumbnail again, because I think, you know, I was only at art college for 7 years. I think it's starting to show. Come on. There you go. There you go. Straight on it. So, Steve, yours is autobiographical as well. So we'll be competing in the same genre on Amazon. You publishing on it on KDP? Don't tell me you're going down Sterling Moss. I know it ain't called Sterling Moss. What are they called? Strickland Fly? I can never remember what they're called. Well Dodge. What's it? Ingram Spark. Oh, Burbotron. Little Bullet. My email address has gone proper weird. It's like a special. Thanks for the Lady Godiva, mate. Well, I've got proof that I emailed you, because while we were sitting here, I said, "Where's Little Bullet gone?" I said, "I'll email him right now." And right while I was streaming, I emailed you. Now, it's not really proof. I don't think it would go down in the court of law, but I certainly did say it and make the necessary typing gestures. Right. Yeah, I think so. I remember me and my missus from the Crack Diaries, Gail, were going to go on there and talk about all what happened with that crack dealing and addiction palaver. But then Gail said she didn't want to do it. And I said to him, Gail don't want to do it. And he got a bit cold after that. I thought, oh, okay. You wanted the eye candy, but not the story. Fuck it off. But I'd be a bit like that if there was some absolute salt and some rank, rattled old junkie, and the salt went. In fact, I've done it. I remember my missus set up a foursome. My first girlfriend set up a foursome. So me, her, and two of her friends. Right? It was a Friday night. I had half ounce of base sulfate, obviously. Threesomes, foursomes. If there's no speed, don't do it. You need speed to make it work. And one of her friends was like 5 out of 10. But when her other friend was a 9, you know, that balance, that's 2 sevens, really, isn't it? But then the hot one pulled out. And I remember saying to my missus, I didn't lie either. I went, we'll pretend the girl's name was Sarah. And I just went, what, just me, you and Sarah? And she cracked up. I said, what are we going to do? How are we going to? And Sarah was like on the phone going, is it still on? Are we still on for tonight? She said, I know so-and-so's pulled out. And I was like, nah, Mum's got a bad kneecap. Right, I want you to watch this video. And I want you to think, well, it's a very big jolt and change in attitude and approach to this stream from here on in. The amount of times I've talked on this channel about how alcohol gets... Hello, Jeff. About... without a doubt, I've got mates making absolute... What you need to do is email me. Read, do you know Write, Publish and Repeat? You know that book? Do you know the 1,000 True Fans Rule? It's easy. Anyway, email me, because my poor subscribers have heard this many times. Email me, chris@chrisdangerfield.com, and I'll give you all that info if you want it. And if you don't. Right. Nice one. Bullets on the firm. On the firm. Good to have you back, son. Now, how many times have I spoken about how alcohol gets a pass? It gets a pass on the dissident right. Well, if you smoke weed, if you do this, if you take cocaine, if you smoke crack, if you do heroin, oh, but booze, that's fine. No, we all go out and have a few beers. And it's just like, what? Because it's legal. So that's how dissident. Now, not everyone. Of course, not everyone is like that. I mean, I've heard Mark say that he doesn't want alcohol associated with PA, and I think he makes I think it's a good decision. A pint is all right, but not piss ups. It's ridiculous. You know, that's going back to sort of what was Tommy Robinson's crowd. You know, it's big fat bald men getting pissed. It's just not a good look. But alcohol does get a pass. And I think it's absurd because it's probably the most dangerous and it kills the most people. And I was a junkie for like 20 odd years and I've lost more friends to alcohol. It's actually very hard to overdose on heroin. Most heroin overdoses, they mixed it with alcohol, but it gets written down as a heroin overdose. Oh, it was the heroin. Well, not the 8 pints, because if he, you know. Classic Chris Morris. Some people say alcohol is a drug. It's not a drug. It's a drink. Packer, the ladies have done it. They've done it, have they? The ladies. Who's the hot ones, Packer? I think so. I think that, you know, it's just Packer. Thanks for the 2-bit, mate, and thanks for the good news. It's all right if you're like 16 for a couple of weeks. It's all right if you're at art school, but I mean, what a mess people get. I don't know how we went from Nazi sound-alikes to scat. RP Pipe C reporting for duty. Sa Pipe C, Piper at the gates of Raymond. Right. Yeah. Most of those people, it's booze. John Bonham, booze. Keith Moon, booze. You know, you look at the smackheads, most of them was in the band. Jim Morrison, booze. Jimi Hendrix, smack. No, it was booze. He puked in his sleep, didn't he? Booze. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Lil Bullet, you're making up for lost time. Joined for the 6th time. That's got to be a man-on record. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 25 points in the Scrubs Big Book of Knowledge. We're actually keeping points now, Bullet. I don't know how long you haven't been here or have been here. All right, Bullet. You got 25 points. I'm going to give you 26 actually. The 6. So Jess, John B, Mad Lizzie, Otto, Glenn Gooner, and Bullet are all in the Book of Scrubs points. There's always points being given out. And on New Year's Day, we'll give out prizes. That won't happen. Nice one, Ballster. Ballster, can I play this video? You lot are all too interested. Mad Lizzie reckons Hendrix was murdered. Right. Have a little look at this video. So this YouTuber said, I'm not dead. I'm 57 today. And then 5 days later, he died. Right? Have a watch of this. I can't be bothered to get my headphones out and all that palaver. So we'll just have to watch it and I'll pause it and it'll be really unprofessional and all that malarkey. Here we go. But just check. Part of this geezer's shtick is that he just keeps swigging neat vodka. Right? Here we go. Let me know you've... Oh, fuck it. I'll make sure you've got audio by checking. Right. There you go. So he said he's not dead, and then 5 days later he died. Not a mention of his endless supping vodka.
A popular YouTuber has died just days after assuring fans he wasn't dead. Apator, a Norwegian YouTuber with over 1.2 million subscribers, posted his last video.
There's a reason he looks like a homeless alcoholic, by the way.
On November 22nd with the title, "I am not dead, I am 57 today."
School.
In it, Apator, whose real name
I mean, you noticing a pattern with his behaviour and his, behaviour. And my comment, he can do what he fucking wants. I mean, he's a free man. I'm not judging him, but this is an article about him. Not a mention, because it's booze. They love what the booze. Twinkle, twinkle, little heart, how I wonder I studied art. Because they love what booze has done to the West. And I mean, wreck it.
name was Tor Eckhoff, wore the number 57 across his forehead as he chopped wood, took an ice bath, and gave his signature Viking Fjord vodka toast that subscribers had come to expect.
That killed him.
School.
Eckhoff's partner said on Facebook he was in an icy lake for too long while filming a video for the app.
That's what it'll be, the icy lake, yeah. Yeah, nothing else here to concern me.
Apator Channel. She wrote he was picked up by divers and sent by air ambulance to the hospital, where a day later, the 57-year-old died from his injuries on November 26th.
And the damage he'd done to his body.
Apator's videos embrace the joy in both travel and everyday life.
And
as
alcohol.
a rectal cancer survivor in 2018, Tor Eckhoff was determined to enjoy each ice bath and swig of vodka along
Which
his
killed
journey.
School.
Poison.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
I mean, it's fucking absurd. Now, hang on a minute. Whoa. Do what you want. Take whatever drugs you want. Drink whatever you want. Do what you want. It's your life. That's all right. I got no truck with that, mister. Don't know whether that's the right use of the word truck there. Got no lorry with that. But it's just the fact that, you know, the geezer was an alcoholic. You don't drink vodka neat from the bottle in nearly every shot. And maybe it was a performance, but not when I went and looked at loads of his videos and he's always pissed. He's an alcoholic. And that's what killed him at 57. Now, change that video to any other drug. In every one of his videos, every now and again, quick rock, bit of crack, bit of ketamine, bit of ice, bit of smack, little boot of gear. That would be the story. That would then take center stage. A YouTuber who used to chase heroin on his stream, or a YouTuber who used to smoke ice on his stream. But the old vodka, he after surviving cancer, he looked after himself. After a near-death brush with cancer, he carried on drinking 45% proof. You know, it's poison. It is poison. That's how it works. It makes you stupid and damages your organs, your body, your brain, everything. Any other drug, it would have been center stage. And I think we need to be really on this. Look, I live in a country that doesn't have a booze culture. Now, there's bars, but even when I go to a bar, I'll have 2 gins. Now, they're fucking strong. I'll give them that. They don't fuck around with optics. It's just like dug, dug, dug. But I've been out here nearly 5 years. I have never in 5 years, and don't forget I live in the capital. The centre of Phnom Penh is 2 minutes on my scooter that way. So when I go out drinking, I'm in the middle of the capital. I've never seen a bunch of pissed up lads. Never. From any country. Because if you were a load of Europeans or a load of Brits, No, you'd be scooped up, chucked in the back of a transit van. Lord knows what would happen to you. They don't tolerate it. You can't act like that. And it's like that. They won't let you into a bar like that. If you turn up going with your false tits on and your fucking union flag hat, no. It's just not tolerated because it's obscene. It's degenerate in the real meaning of the word degenerate. Now, you can turn up to a bar absolutely shit-faced. Yeah, Steve, but up on Street 136, you don't see that, do you? You don't. I was up there this weekend. You don't see that. Now, you can turn up to a bar shit-faced. I've turned up to a bar barely able to walk, but I've got a suit on and I'm like, hello, fine lady. I just was looking for a seat and a bit of female company, if that was perhaps possible. And they'll laugh. They'll make sure you're on a sofa rather than a stool that you might fall off. And if you start knocking back drinks like you've got a problem, they'll stop you. They'll say, whoa. They don't tolerate it. There's pedestrian areas all around Phnom Penh, right? There's the big monument just there. Hang on, where is it? Just there. Massive pedestrian areas with loads of stalls selling food and you get families go and groups of teenagers go. I've never seen anyone shit-faced. I've never seen people smashing bottles, throwing things. No, because it's not tolerated. They would look down their nose at you, and because Cambodia has communities, if they look down your nose at you, you're slowly making your way out of that community. And without the community, the police don't arrive. The police are all fucked off home in bed. You never see the police after about 5 o'clock in the afternoon anyway. You never see the police anyway. But it's just not tolerated because it's hideous. And what they've done to the West is make that seem all right. You know what kids are like, you know what young men are like. They go out, they get absolutely shattered and cause loads of problems. And there's nothing wrong with sing along and that. And there's nothing wrong with being a bit drunk, but the way it's just considered normal. I've had about 5 mates die in their 40s from drinking. And at the funerals, one funeral, they poured a bottle of vodka on his grave. At one of the other, all of these people died. This is what they used to do. They used to go to work. At lunchtime, they'd drink 4 pints. They'd get home, drink 8 pints, a couple of lines of cocaine, go to bed. And now they're dead because that's what drinking that much will do to you when you do it from age 14 to age 45, 40. But at any of those funerals or any of the conversation around their deaths has anyone mentioned alcohol? No one thinks these people died of alcohol. Oh, it's a terrible shame. Yeah, they blamed it on the illness that the alcohol caused. In the end, his liver gave up, poor kid. Yeah, but why did his liver give up? Livers don't tend to give up at 40. And that, they're quite happy with that. And by them, I'm talking about the people who pull the strings here. They love it. They love what alcohol's doing to Europe. When I used to live in anywhere when I wasn't living in Soho, and I took a girlfriend out in London, it's all right when you're in Soho because Soho's a bit different. But getting the train out or getting on a bus out, fucking terrifying. I'd have my brass knuckles or a knife on me. Because if you've got a salt with you, if you've got a nice bird and she wants to look nice, so she's got her heels on, her little mini skirt, you just get a bunch of lads come on all pissed up. And I will say, usually from a different group, not always, but usually, you've got to be prepared to fight. You've got to be, if not fight, at least show that you're willing to. No, fuck off. You start doing that, there's going to be a problem here, son. I've never had that here. I can pick up a bird out over here. I can go and get my ex-missus, and midnight. Do you want to go for a walk? Walk around, yeah. Jump on the scooter, go up to one of the pedestrianised areas, just walk around arm in arm. I'm not armed. I'm not thinking there's going to be trouble, and there won't be. And it's not. Now I know that street violence isn't only down to alcohol, but I reckon you take the alcohol out, you get rid of a hell of a lot of it. And I just thought that video just summed it up. Oh, he's this lovely, funny YouTuber. Look. It's just tolerated. It's tolerated, and it's done a damage. It's done an absolute damage. Right, what else have I got? I did have a couple of weird. That doesn't really seem like worth watching now. Let's have a look at this. This is terrifying. Have a look at this. This is an advert for an utopos. We talk a lot on this channel about utopian thinking. I'll just get me advert in again now. I'm a writer. My Substack link is in the description. There's 20 short stories on my Substack. If you sign up by putting your email in, any new ones I write, which is about one a month, will be emailed directly to you. But it's only about one a month. You won't get loads of adverts in your emails. And there's a sampler of my novel on there. Novel's coming out in November-ish. That's called Skagless and Bible Black. It's all autobiographical stuff. Check it out. It's a good way of supporting the channel. It's totally free. Jess, how do you know about that, you little Jessica Bessica? 5 points for psychic powers on the Jess. How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that? Pizzle's going to be getting the shit that we've got this psychic contact. Jess is winning by so many. How did you know that? I didn't. What did I say? I'm going to watch this back later. What did I say? I don't know. Jess, tell me what you. But what did I say that? What did I say that made you think that must have been it? Hello, Planet X, for the grift. Hoit to the grift. Praise the grift. Thank you, Planet X. Good to see you as well, mate. I didn't know you were here. So check this out, people. This is... Oh, I did say about the utopos, didn't I? The utopian thinking. Have a look at this, people, and be afraid. There you go. An advert for utopos. O-U. Means non-place. Utopos. Topos. Same root as topology. Have a look at this. I mean, I'd like to know what you think. Because I think it's hell on earth. Have a look at this. Don't forget, if I get yeeted because it's 2 minutes, stream will come back in 4 minutes, but it should be all right.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life. The line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods. And the line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in 0 carbon emissions. By leveraging AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable. The line is designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the surrounding nature. with 40% of the world accessible within 6 hours, at the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before. The Line, the city that delivers new wonders for the world.
Martin, Weekly Gyro, cheers, Marsh, a Prasha Kanatu. Now, here's where I stand at the moment. That's the kind of marketing they sent out for Tavy Bridge, for the Lesnies estate in Abbey Wood, where Kubrick filmed Clockwork Orange. That absolute hellscape where I used to spend my days scoring and selling and grafting and dying. That was what that was touted. These cities of the future, these pavements in the sky, you know, that's how they were sold. Oh, it's all, you know, you don't need to leave. You've got everything. It's got everything. Now, Tavy Bridge ended up with a pharmacist, a fish and chip shop, a bookies, a mini mart and a laundrette. I mean, that's all that the people that lived there needed, if you get what I'm saying. However, it could go the other way. This could be where the elites live. The obvious angle, don't get me wrong, it's not. I also went there as well. Yep. Pretty graphics, but a shithole. Live in the pod, you will be happy, pipe dream. You know, it's a minor ant farm, a mirror ant farm. Yep. I went there as well. So that is one option, but you get the feeling it's going to fail, or if it fails, it's just going to be hell on earth. You know, that is so Blade Runner. You know, you never need to leave that place. You just get to sit there watching eagles fly into the side of it and leave their skulls sliding down the side. You know, why is it in a long... Oh, is it maybe so they can put another one next to it, and then another one next to it, and then another one next to it, and then another... And then you start seeing a future of absolute regulation. I mean, is it a glorified terrace? Is it a glorified terrace? You know, is this just the terrace housing of the future? Or, and I think this is important, let's flip it on its head. Is this where people are going to be able to get fresh air, fresh water, electricity, access to amenities, gyms, swimming pools, health services, schools, while everything else around them collapses into shanty towns? Because I think that's the more interesting consideration. Is you know, the obvious place to go to is that it's some ghastly Blade Runner-like experiment that's going to turn into a brave new world, which it might, but it could be the other thing. This sort of thing could be where the people with the money, and people with money are the people with choices, and the people with choices are the people with freedom. This might be where people go. And outside of the line, people are having to wear fucking not little masks for COVID, but full filtered masks because the air's all fucked. Not because of industry, but because of the things that are required to keep the line going. Where's the agriculture? Don't tell me they're going to have hydroponics in there. The amount of agriculture you're going to need to feed the people living in that line, you ain't going to be able to grow it for them in there. No. I'm not buying that. So the payoff is all the surrounding area slowly gets fucked, and that's where people are. That's where people who can afford it live. or it goes the other end. And it's weird, isn't it, that no one thinks it's just going to be all right. Because we've seen it all before. No one thinks, no one. Martin, did I actually say thank you for that? Thank you, mate. No one thinks this is just going to be all right. It's there's another interesting angle, actually. Bob Boo, nice to see you, Bob Boo. It will never happen. Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised whether it could just be give us your money, we're going to build it, and what you actually get is, you know, people running off with money. It's a very peculiar thing. Let's read a bit of the blurb. I mean, listen to the choice of language. Right? I checked some of this out earlier, and it is frightening. I mean, the website. This is a $200,000 website. I know that sort of thing. Maybe $500,000. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't an $500,000 website. I'll show you it from the top again. So there's already money involved, and I know that. So I'll show you it from the beginning. Hang on. But the choice of language is terrifying in some of the copy, right? So I've just put it into the URL thing. So look, Bosch. Look at it. Look, wait, look. Whoa. Look, beautiful website. Look at Paradise. Look at Paradise. Hang on a minute. I thought you lived in a fucking. What? Hang on, she's walking on water. Hang on, did I see a pyramid there? Look at it. But where's all the fucking people? Oh, hang on. They're in those houses on the left there, are they? That look like the estate on. Right. Where's all the workers going to live? The workers ain't going to be able to afford to live in there. What about all the tree surgeons and all the gardeners? Where are they living? Look at those houses on the right. Look. Oh, it's starting to make sense now, isn't it? So, all right, let's get on with some of the text. Hang on, look. Listen to this. This is terrifying. The line is a civilizational revolution that puts humans first, providing an unprecedented urban living experience while preserving the surrounding nature. It redefines the concept of urban development and what cities of the future should look like. Well, hang on a minute. What does urban even mean? I mean, when I was a comedian, I didn't get invited to perform at urban gigs because urban in the comedy world means black. That's just it. It is. If you ever see a flyer for an urban comedy night, it just means blacks. I'm serious. They sometimes have like one white person so that everyone can go, ooh, no, ooh, get them off. Let's get back to what we like because people are tribal. But what is, hang on, so that's a city, is it? But that isn't what a city is. That's not what a city is. It's the civilizational revolution. Oh, it's a civilization and a city, is it? And as soon as any of these things say AI, I'm just like, what? You've got computers in it, and there'll be computers that aren't required. In this section, there's computers that allow you to order your food. What? Like you can from your computer at home? Yeah, but while you're here, you can sit by the artificial pool, and this is actually the metaverse part of the line, where you don't actually have to leave your house, but you can socialize with other people in the line. That's why it's fucking squashed, because that's not what a city is. A city is a trade crossroads that has spread and spread and spread. A line is the opposite of that. A line is a contraction. No, look, listen to this. All right, hang on. I don't know if you can even see it, but look. No roads, no cars or emissions. It will run on 100% renewable energy, and 95% of the land will be preserved for nature. People's health and well-being will be prioritised over transportation and infrastructure. Let me just read that line again, and you should shiver. People's health and well-being will be prioritised over transportation and infrastructure. Do they know what infrastructure is? How do you prioritize people's health over people's health? Only 200 meters wide, but 170 kilometers long. And then they'll build the next one, and then the next one, and then can you see that? Look. Where are they going to build these? On the America-Mexico border? One in the chat if you'd like to live there. Oh no, you've nailed it, Planet X. It's mega city line, isn't it? Look, I don't know if you can see the details. Look, there's some little boats around here. Oh, should we go out on the boats? No, don't go outside. The poor people are out there with crossbows. One in the chat if you fancy it. Seriously. 170 kilometers long. So, you know, I'll tell you now what it's all about. You don't need to leave your house. How do you cut down emissions? How do you cut down carbon? How do you cut down transport? How do you don't need an infrastructure? Stay in your house. Stay in. You want to go outside? Just get your VR on. Meta it up. You make an order. There'll be like carriages that come along. They won't be floating like those graphics. No, it'll be on like a fucking monorail, and it'll be dropping off. Everyone will have a little fucking thing in their front of their house. You get it. And we go, what's in the pod they let us have today, Mum? We've got some nearly cheese. We've got some steako-like, near potato, fruit flavor mush sauce, and what's this? Sex rub. Okay. Stay in. Don't go out. And who can live there? Who can live there? Unless you're working there, you can't live there unless you're a remote worker. So it'll be full of remote workers. So people with a few quid who don't need to leave their house, and they'll be encouraged not to leave their house. 200 meters wide. It's a fucking terrifying ordeal. I'll put the link in the chat. Go and check it out, and just be thankful for what you've got, because it can get a hell of a lot worse. I'm with Bob Boo. I don't think it's happening, to be honest with you. I think it looks absolutely exactly cockroach milk. Exactly. You've got to ask what the motivation here is, though. You know. Oh, hang on a minute. That's interesting. What? I can't click on partners. So the website's not even finished. I can't click on partners. How amazing. It doesn't even work. The website don't work. So what is this about? What is this? Solar roadways? Solar freaking roadways. Go and check it out. The comments are still on. But I'm telling you now, I've seen old adverts for estates like Kidbrooke, southeast London, shithole. I've seen the original videos where it was paradise. This is new city living. This is how the successful people will be living in the future. Kidbrooke, The Ferrier Estate. It was hell on earth. Anyone in the chat ever went to the Ferrier Estate in the 80s or 90s will tell you it's fucking dangerous, hostile, unpleasant. You know, just didn't want to go outside. Just quick run, get a burger and run back in your house. All right, if you wanted to score drugs, but even then, you're probably going to get a fucking lump of wood wrapped around your head as soon as you try and walk away. Same with the estate in with Thamesmead. You know, they made adverts like that. This is the future of city living, where commuting will become a thing of the past, with lakes and rivers all on site. Nature and cohabitation become one. And it was one of the worst places in the world. It was like a favela in southeast London. We've been here before, people. And what happened with the Ferrier Estate and what happened with Thamesmead will happen with that. And this is what happened. They design it all. Lovely. Oh, yeah, looks lovely. And it did. They look lovely. The original drawings. And I did look into all this. I've done it as a part of a project on my master's. But then it gets to the point where they've actually got to build it. And a year into it, we've spent a bit more money than we thought. Inflation's gone up a bit. We need a bit more money. Well, you ain't getting much more money. You might need to start cutting some costs. Well, how can we do that? Well, for a start, you can stop all that nice hardwood stairs. Just use plywood. Okay, that's a start. I swear to you, they've done it with Knight's Manor. All the stairs over Knight's Manor, they're like that. Because if you spill a glass of water on it, so there's that. And then it's like, well, you know, if there's 20,000 apartments on the estate. If we make them all 20% smaller, that's 20% less paint, 20% less carpet, 20% less this, 20% less copper pipes, 20% less, 20, do that then. So the living spaces all get a bit smaller. Well, although, you know, all that security stuff we were talking about, well, you know, that'd be all right. So the dream just dissolves, and this is why the left, and this is why utopian thinking, progressive thinking is so absurd. This is why conservatism is king. Conserve things that we already have that work. We had them. Families, extended families, communities. Terrace housing worked as long as you had families and communities. There's nothing. I grew up in that. Lovely. Loved it. But no, they just want to progress. They want to break things down. They don't want anything old. Mao's Cultural Revolution had the 4 olds. Get rid of them. Statues, place names, old things, literally old things. No, we don't want that. Pol Pot had all the intellectuals killed because they knew stuff. They had ideas. They were stained by capitalism. Got the kids to kill them. Got the kids to torture them. Now fuck them off. This is, this is the future. How did that turn out? Oh, everyone fucking starved to death. Oh, that happened in China as well. Oh, and the Soviet Union. Yeah. Funny that. Very funny indeed. Right. It's been really nice having some new people on the firm. It really has. It's been mind-blowing that YouTube actually recommended me again. That's like been a 4-year hiatus. Give me a couple of seconds. Right, I've got to go because I want to do some work on my novel. I've done 1 hour and 40. I've lifted my weights. I got some work done. I made another video today for some marketing work. Lovely. I want to thank everyone who donated. I wanted to thank the new people for coming here because that's always nice. I try and stream at least once a day, and I do make standalone videos as well. Maybe check out some of the old ones. I thanked everyone who donated. I want to thank the boy Cray. Rags was busy tonight. Sorry about that that timing. That just was a bit bad. I just had to stream because I'm a streamer. I'm a dreamer, a bit of an in-betweener. And I want to thank the glorious House of Scrubs, you lot, for being interested, coming back, enjoying yourselves, and everything's lovely. This is Bally G with Cold Hard Steel, and I dedicate this to my man Anglo-Saxon, who's been so ridiculously generous recently with the VARTs. Well, not just recently, but frequently. Apparently, Billy's dropped an entropy. Better painter than you, and she didn't even spend a day at art school. Okay, this is Bill just said this, and he said, better painter than you, and she didn't spend a day at art school. Have you ever seen any of my paintings, Bill? Not that I studied painting, you niggling bastard, but it's only a little bit of fun, innit, Bill? And that is why I don't play videos that I haven't watched before, because it's nearly put me asleep. Cheers, Bill. Look after yourselves, everyone. This is Cold Hard Steel. I will be putting your messages on the screen as the music plays. Don't forget, check out my Substack. Link in the description. It's totally free. Enjoy. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's make sure you've got the audio. Nice one, Bill, for that donation. If you want to see the elephant painting, I'll put the link in the chat. Ta-da!
Said you would.
Pleasure.
Tell your mama you're coming home.
Cheers, Anglo. Very kind.
Over all of that deafening drone.
I muted there and I said very kind.
But you realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Feel the dawn of your final day.
Good call, Bond Club.
Feel the fear and go anyway. Get right in that big black plane.
What?
Kill your conscience and numb your brain. But you'll realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord.
The Van Gogh elephant. Cheers, RP.
Do whatever they tell you to. Tell yourself it ain't really you.
Yeah, give us a like, people.
When the slaughtering has begun,
James.
you'll be murdering someone's son. And you'll realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold heart.
Good swab, you little bullet. Lovely, mate. Cheer me up knowing.
Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the
Good to see
enemy's
you, Mark.
cold heart steel. Oh Lord. Yes, you'll realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold heart steel.
Take care, Al.
Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord, hey.
Absolutely. Bally G, wonderful. Nice one, the boy Craig looking after the place. Look after yourself. I know Bill. Bill, always, mate. No dramas there at all. Look after yourselves, people, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hoi!